Yo, what's up, y'all? Dave here, Card Cash Sailor Innovations. Y'all know me. Today, gonna be changing out some stuff on an 8 Plus because, as you can see, it is madly fucked up. So first, I let it heat up. Y'all know that. If you don't know that, check out some of my other videos because I always let everything heat up first. Now, after the 6 series on an iPhone, everything opens like a book instead of bottom to top the way it used to open. Let me show you what I mean by that. So it used to open like this, the 6 series, but the 7 and up opens like this, even now, all the way to the newest ones. See? Wunderbar. Now, there's little bullshit that you can buy to hold the screen open for you while you do all this. I don't do that. It's a waste of money. So what I do is simply get me a little thing here to hold it open while I work it out. And as always, y'all know rule number 1, which is disconnect the battery. Well, to get to the battery, we have to take off the battery shield, which is this. As you can see, there are 4 screws, Phillips heads. I'll show you where we go out of that. Once you have all 4 screws removed, it comes out very easily. Now I have these fucking huge bullshit ass ham fingers, so I use a pair of tweezers to pull it out. That way I don't accidentally fuck something else up. Then the battery cable is going to be this one here. I usually pop it just from the bottom, it's a little easier, and then boom, it's off. Now, best thing to do is to also remove the front camera flex, so we can just remove the entire screen, depending on how much you're going to be doing with this, or depending on what you're going to be doing to this phone. In this case, we're going to be changing the screen and the battery and probably the charge port if I can find one, which I do have one. Where, I have no idea, but maybe I'll make a video of searching through the parts gallery. Who knows? But anyway, so front camera flex, shield ribbon removed, and then boom. See, that's what that is. Now we can pop these 2 ribbons, boom, boom, and then last one, front camera flex, and it is completely done, see? Now, we can go to work on it. So, you cannot detail a car with the cover on it. So, first things first, I do have the screen here handy, so I'll just go ahead and get that prepped and get it ready. That way we can make this job a very quick one, provided my friend here finds a 8 Plus charge port in the mess that I am letting her look through. So, this is the new screen. Oh yeah. Now let me show you what we do. We take the old screen, we got to remove the home button and the front camera flex and ear speaker. That way it'll look just like her old one. She won't even notice it. Except it's, you know, new and not cracked. So, there's that. But, 5 screws here. Still Phillips. Oh, by the way, I didn't tell you, but there's the 2 front camera flex shield screws are tri-wing, so make sure that you got a tri-wing screwdriver. They do that for security purposes, you know, just so not anybody could take off the screws and stuff. But yeah, you know, you can still order those from anywhere. You know, anybody literally can. But I don't recommend it unless you're a professional or aspiring to be a professional. Okay, don't do this at home, kids. If you don't know what you're doing, you will fuck something up. I hate to say it, but you will. This is a tri-wing $28 screwdriver for a good one. Of course, you can find them cheaper, or you can knock on my house on Halloween and I hand out these kits. instead of candy, you're welcome. Now this screen, I haven't done any prep on it because I had no idea that I'd be doing this repair today. So usually I would have a battery shield in place and everything already there. That way it would save me just a few minutes time, but I am the best at what I do, therefore it won't take me long anyway. But I like to save time when I can. My time is very valuable. So we must take off these 6 screws. See, I like to remove the home button shield first. That way I can just wrap around it. I'll show you what I mean. See, after you do this a while, you start learning ways that you can save time. Things you can do to make your job easier, see. Unless it's an iPad, in which case I don't do them anymore just because it's not worth the time. And if you've seen what I just did just then, don't worry. There is a segue around that. But I will say this. Do not break the home button camera flex, or the home button flex cable, because home buttons are married to the individual phones. Therefore, if you destroy the home button on your phone, your fingerprint ID is lost forever. Yes, that is correct, forever. So now to do this is very tricky right here. See, they set you up to fail. Apple does. So let me explain. Right here, you have the home button ribbon cable. You must take a spudger and get up and under the connector and hold it down, and then use your fingernail to pop the other one out away from it. Otherwise, you will break it. See, did you hear that pop, pop, pop? That's what you want. Now it's disconnected and free. Pro tip though, start at the nipple when removing, and then kind of etch your way around it, and always dig into the screen, never the ribbon, because like I said, this is the most important part. You can replace everything else a million times. This, however, will always stay with the phone, the button. And it does, heat does help the adhesion. So if you got a heat mat, use it. If you don't, get a hairdryer. It helps. Now pros, not necessary. I do it all the time without heat, but it does make things a little bit easier. Now right here is also another pro tip. Don't push your button out after you got it disconnected. Go through it again and push it from the back. See there how it popped out nice and easy? Nice and easy. That's the way we like. And it goes from the back to front, see? Wunderbar. Now, battery shield disconnected. It does have a pinch point right here, which we can peel back very easily. Start right there. Boom. See there how easy that was? And that's all she wrote on that. Now remember, when changing over to the new screen, feed it through the hole first, like such, then ease it down. Don't just force it. Forcing is no good. Even though I have to force more than I care to speak about. So, button first, new screen, boom. From the front to back, same way. Nipple first. Now here's the tricky part on this. Make sure you flip up the home button camera, or the home button flex cable, and then ease it down on top, and then you can pop it right down. Very easy. Easy peasy, Jap button easy. sometimes you may have to, on new screens, you may have to etch up that connector ribbon right there with something, just so it connects flushly, because it acts retarded. There it is, boom. Got it. Now, I usually go through and I like to connect everything first, but this one's gonna act stupid because it is a third-party screen. So what we'll do is go through and I'll re-put the buttons, or the battery shield screws in first. Of course, it's going to act stupid. So, I'll show you what to do here. Make sure you're not accidentally putting one of the home button shield screws on the battery shield, just like I was doing, like an idiot. But they look very similar and they are tiny, so it's easy to confuse the two. See how much better they go in when you have the right screw? So, there's that. Now, my dog Goober is starting to annoy the crap out of me. And I'm very closely to putting him outside for the rest of this video. So y'all just hang tough with me, okay? Hang tough. And I could speed through this, but I don't edit my videos, so you're just gonna have to fast forward it if that's what you need to do. But I always talk about something good, so I would hang in there if it was me. See, I didn't go to no fancy school. I don't have a fancy degree, even though I do have 2 degrees, to do this tech stuff. I realized early on that my mother wasn't going to be able to afford to send me to any school. And I come from a place that there is no such thing as recognition for anything that you do school-wise. Therefore, I realized I wasn't going to be able to get a scholarship, even though I did get one and I still couldn't go. That's a whole nother thing. I had an idea when I was 12 years old that if I stepped my tech game up every day, by the time I'm 30, I'll be a bad motherfucker. And I did, and I did. And now I'm 35. In fact, I'll be 36 tomorrow. So, you can imagine what I know now. So keep stepping your tech game up, people. You'll be bad motherfuckers by the time you're my age. Even though it's getting harder and harder to step it up. Every now and then I'll run into somebody that can teach me something. It's rare, but I always hope. 'Cause that's my true passion, is learning. I don't really care much for the tech. It's just ever expanding. Always something new to learn. I'm a programmer now. I do cybersecurity. I hunt bugs. I'm a bug hunter, basically. White hat for those of you enthusiasts that may give a shit. Don't ask me to do anything illegal. I don't break the law. Even though I get 30 questions a day from motherfuckers. Oh, will you hack this woman's Facebook and see if she's cheating on me? No, I will not. If you think it, it's probably happening, folks. Okay? I don't cross the line unless there's a life on it. That's the facts. Then I will hack a city. But until that happens, I always like to get the front camera flex off in one piece if possible. That's the way it's supposed to come. Right there being the microphone. This is a very intricate piece of tech here because it's many parts in one fell swoop. It is your selfie camera, your proximity sensor, ear speaker, and I'm sure it's some other stuff that I've forgotten, but that's okay. So remember, always dig into the screen itself, never the part. Never the part, okay? As long as we're all in agreement, good. Pro tip, really quickly, you can always tell an Apple screen or part by their little logo right here in the top right hand corner. And it will also say it on any part of theirs. So if you look closely on the front camera flex, you will see an Apple logo, and that will set you free. La-di-da. There we go. Now she's giving. She's eased out of there now. Good. That's what we like to see. Compliance. And there it is. Front camera flex. Now, let's put it over really quickly. And also, I should have had this heating up this whole time. Make it easier for me when I find the charge port. Hopefully she finds one here soon. So, and that's to a 6 Plus. Good job though. Keep trying. The 8 Plus will have the glass back. See? But she's making moves. She's doing the damn thing. Gotta give her a hand, folks. Now, I'm gonna put this here speaker back over, like so. Make sure that your camera is down in that little hole. Then you can put the shield over it, just like so. In the meantime, in between time, I like to be letting, if I'm doing anything else to the phone, I like to be letting it heat up. That way it's much easier on me later. Now it's just the 5 screws back. We've already reattached the home button. Oh. We've already reattached the battery shield, and the front camera flex is now in place. So we'll just put all the screws back where they're supposed to go. So on and so forth. Yay. Now sometimes you can get a wiggle if you don't have time to sit there and lace your screws up with your screwdriver. You can kindly take the edge of the ear speaker and kind of rake it a little bit, and it'll line it up for you if you're very careful. Now this is back intact and on point. We can put this over to the side now and worry about the battery situation here. As long as you have that battery cable disconnected, you can do just about anything you want to a phone and it will not fuck it up. There is another box of devices over here in the corner if you'd like to go through those. Amanda. See, what I like to do is start the adhesion like that, and then I'll kind of wrap it around my tweezers and then wiggle it. Now they changed the adhesion from the 7 plus, and see they made it much more difficult. I don't know. I think they were just trying to be efficient in their minds, but it actually sucks now. The adhesion. It used to be if you done it right from the beginning, it would not break. But this stuff, this new shit that they put on there, I hate it because it breaks no matter what you do. You kind of gotta ease it out very easy. Here, just a little back and forth. Used to be if you got past the Taptic engine and you had one, and you had a hold of it real well, it was enough. If you kept steady, it would ease all the way out. But no, they decided to do it in 2 different pieces this time. Actually, it's 4. And man, it's a huge pain in the ass. So you just gotta pick at it like you do anything else. Just pick. And there's pieces of it. Okay. Just gotta pick that battery adhesive adhesive strip off of there. Just pick. Ooh, it's hot. And eventually it'll let go. Now if the adhesive was cold, you wouldn't even be able to pick it off. So this is where the heat comes in handy. Oh, almost punctured that. Don't puncture it, folks. Don't pick at it with a tweezer like me. Use something plastic. See it pulling up there? There we go. There it comes. Yay. There she is. Now, let's see if we can get this adhesive up. That way we make it real easy. Now, of course not, because it breaks now, because it sucks. Apple sucks now. But that's okay. We'll get it anyway. Oh, nothing. The adhesive. You can kind of get it started like this too. I just hate doing it this way because it's so mundane. But that's okay. When you can see the adhesive like that, you can kind of get up and under it and get it started wrapping around your tweezers. Wrap, and see there? That's if you've broken each side of it, which you most likely will because Apple set it up that way. Because they're assholes. It's alright though. Even if there's not a fix for it, I'll find one. I'll create one. How about that? Huh? Hold on, I can't hear you for nothing you're saying. What, Amanda? You can speak.
I don't want to talk.
Please go ahead. What?
I can order a charging port.
Yeah, we may have to order one. I don't know. Actually, Brian has one in my other stuff. But he's very upset at me right now. So, because I laid some real world shit on him. People don't like when I lay real world shit on them. Brian being one of my only friends. He is in charge of the parts gallery now, except he's been doing a piss poor job. I'm trying to be understanding because I realize that my expectations are irrational. I realize this. goodness. I hate this stuff. This is exactly why I got out of repairs, folks. Because it will not make you rich, and it destroys your nerves. And looky there, out. So, now, just for the time being, until I can find a charge port, I'm going to slap this new battery in and reattach the screen so she can have her phone because she has 6 kids. And that's going to be that. But I will find a charge port and I will do that repair and I will do a video on it. And I'll be happy to share with y'all. Okay? So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the new battery here that I have. And I'm going to throw it in. Just a little bit of red tape and I don't know where it is. There it is. Yay. I thought Brian stole it. That's okay though. Even if he would have, he'd have brought it back. So there's that. I see why that they done what they done. And what they done was, it used to be 2 pieces of adhesion throughout the length of the battery, but now it is simply 4 pieces, 2 on each side, which is retarded because they did that to avoid the charge port pad, the wireless charge port. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 1 on each side because I don't use their bullshit that they send with it because it is pure shit. So now that we have that, set that in there. And you can use the tweezers here and remove the other side. Like so. There it is. Get the bottom side. They must have switched companies whenever they done the adhesive because I really like the old adhesive that they put in Apple phones, but now this new shit, I cannot stand it. It is junk. Okay, now, all you gotta do, don't connect it, but line it up and then ease it in. That's all you gotta do. When you do that, later on, it will connect very easily. So, front camera flex ribbon first, like so. And having ham fingers like mine does not help in matters like this. Then you can ease it down on it, make sure you're not clamping the flex ribbons. It goes small one first.
I have small fingers. If you show me what to do, I can help.
Oh, I've already got it, honey. Thank you, though. Then you can kind of back it in. Just ease it in. There we go. Easy peasy, Japanese. Reconnect the battery, and then I like to test it. He said, let there be light, and then there was light. Okay. So, let's reconnect the shields first. While it's doing its initializing. And just in case her daughter's school calls, it will be on. But we can do open heart surgery. That is no thing. Just make sure you attach the screws in the same order that they came off. They're different lengths. You don't want to put the wrong length screw in the wrong place. As long as you get that long one on the back side, you're probably okay. Well, there is a second to next longest one, and it goes right here. There we go. Actually, I eat my words. We switched these two. It's okay, though. Just don't force it. You'll feel a little tension down in there. You don't want to force it. Just make sure that long one goes on the back side. As long as you do that, the rest are probably okay. Next longest one goes up top here. Actually, no, it doesn't. It must go over there. Or no, I'm sorry. This is the security screw for the screen, and it goes right there. Pro tip: if you ever need to mess with the screen, but you don't want to take it all the way out, you can do it backwards like this. See? Very cool. So, now she's back in action. Let me reattach the ribbon cable shield, and then I'll let her leave if that's what she's wanting to do. And I like to get it in place with the tweezers. Just be very careful as not to puncture anything. And that's the lineup. And where is my trial wing? There we go. And alley-oop. You don't like to tighten it all the way down because it will always swing out like it just did. I like to remember, boom. You just get them started. It's usually okay, you know, so. That was the screw that I accidentally threw. That's okay. We'll fix that. Or no, it's laying there in front of me. I'm just blind. Trial wings for trial wings. Now something else, guys. If you're getting that back end screw on the front camera flex ribbon shield, it's best to go inside of the front camera flex. Don't do what I just did. The only reason I do that is because I've done this a million times. Okay. Don't make a habit of it, please, because it's not smart. So, if you get them all together and you do a repair for somebody's phone, treat it like your own. Don't steal nothing from it. Don't look in it. Don't do anything except what you're supposed to do, and there's a phone number calling right now.
That's okay. It's spam, I think. 717
I
something.
don't know, but the screen's acting stupid, and this is a brand new screen. Did it always do that? Okay, we're gonna reattach the screen. Ooh, we're gonna reattach the screen ribbons here. Goober, quit! If you make me come over there during my video, I will beat you, son. And this is also one reason why I normally don't turn it back on while I'm doing the repair. But it is an extenuating circumstance. So sometimes it'll act stupid like that. So you want to make sure that you test everything before you put the shield on and close it up. Sometimes it's necessary. And I probably should have connected it. This is a brand new screen. Now, sometimes they'll come faulty. It's rare, but it does happen. But usually, whenever it's something like this, you can just about disconnect it. Now, make sure to disconnect the battery first. As always. Okay. Then, disconnect both ribbons up. I see what it probably is. I think it's a piece of my dandruff, unfortunately. I have dandruff. Look over it. Yep. It was right in the way of one of those connectors, and that can cause it to glitch out like that, believe it or not.
It's something that tiny.
Unfortunately, yes. That one little tiny piece of dandruff can cause the whole thing to crash and burn. Pro tip. If it's acting stupid and there's a bowl on your flex cable ribbons, take your thumb and put it right in the middle of the connector. You don't want to bend it, essentially. You just want to ease it down some. You know what I'm saying? That way it gets the bowl out of your connection and will always connect better. Now those long ribbon cables, they are prone to do that. I don't know why. And could have also been the source of the problem just now, which is okay. I love when a good snap happens like that. That's a good sign. So let's try it again. And connected. All good, seems to be. Now before we put the ribbon or the shield back on it, let's see how she's doing. Also, I want to look at this charge port because it is terrible nasty. And a lot of times you can save yourself. Goober, quit right now. Get down. Get down, boy. Get down. All right. Now, sorry about that, guys. You can save yourself a repair if you got to be super careful when doing it. If you look inside your charge port and there's stacks of dirt or grime or dust or lint, it's usually pocket lint, stacked up in there, you can take your tweezer, run it out. You got to be super careful about doing that, guys. Because if you mess one of those contact points up, you are fucked. But most likely, if you're really careful, you won't. Let's see how she's doing now. He said, let there be lights. And then there was lights.
Heck yeah.
So.
I wasn't even expecting a repair today.
Nor was I. But hey.
You're just stubborn.
So that's going to be it for our repair today, guys. Double check your connectors. And as you can see, it's still acting stupid, but we'll check it again and it'll all be set. Thanks, guys. Dave here. Card Cash, Sailor Innovations, out.